All right, everybody, welcome on back to Saving 22. Excited to have you here. This episode was actually one of my favorites. I finally had my sister on. So, my sister has been my rock for many years. I don't really know how to put it into words how important she is to my life and what she's done for my life, especially in the later years of our life. We are Irish twins, which you'll find out, but we're 11 months apart. So, I'm 26, she's 25. And as we've grown older, we've both helped each other out more and more and more. And I'm very excited to continue doing that, especially because now she's married. She's married to my old roommate from Afghanistan, Brian. And Brian is a splendid guy. People asked all the time, you're going to let this guy date your sister, all that fun stuff that they joke around about. And it was the best guy I could have chosen for her. It's the best guy that could have chosen her. And I know I'm really excited that you guys get to hear this conversation because we went into a lot of good stuff with the women's side of the military. She's not in the military, but she's married to a military man, so we went into all of that. We went into how we grew up differently. Me and my sister in the same household, growing up differently and viewing things differently. We went into marriage in the military. We went into mentality for a woman in the military who's married to a man in the military. We went into who I was when I got home. That was my favorite part. Was she saw me when I left for the military and she saw me. She was still at home with my parents when I moved back in. And to see her talk about that a little bit and just kind of get her perspective on who I was and how I've changed was really awesome. And I'm very excited for you guys to get to hear this. I'm hoping this helps some of you out. I know this will help some of you out actually, and I just hope it helps more than I already know it will. So, Diane, Sissy, thank you for coming on the show. I love you very, very much. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you for becoming this outstanding woman you are. You're a great asset to our family and to our society. And I'm just very happy that I get to sit here and watch you flourish. And I couldn't be more thankful for you coming on the show and sharing your thoughts on me, getting vulnerable with me, and just helping more people out here. So we'll get into the intro, we'll get into the episode. Y'all enjoy it. Everything you need to know is in the description below. Merch, all that fun stuff. Merch may go out for a little bit here. We'll see what happens, but like, comment, subscribe. Twitter's the best way to reach me. Instagram is also a good way, but not the best. And yeah, I look forward to you guys listening to this. Welcome to the Saving 22 podcast, a podcast for veterans. I'm your host, Trevor Blazik. Let's get into the episode. So I spent the day with
Howdy.
me sister at the pool.
Indeed.
She came down from Alabama.
Bama Rama.
Yeah, oh, Black Bennett. And figured we'll just do a podcast. We had a couple different things we were talking about. What'd you say? You said different lens of how we grew up.
Yeah.
Would be a cool. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a great idea.
Oh, thank you.
I forgot what I said because yours was just so great.
Oh my gosh. Stop it.
So, for those of you who don't know, first off, had a couple drinks already. So,
Shoot.
if this airs, it airs. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But
I'm Hero Week.
we are we are what did it say? Irish twins.
Yeah.
So.
See, I knew you were getting there because we're
Yeah,
Irish twins.
yeah. So we're the same age for 9 days. Parents got after it. Is what I typically get from that. Yeah, just thought what it was. It was growing up from a different lens, and then just if you could see for the veteran people, if she could see who I have become and how the Army changed me.
Oh, so. Yeah. And then something like through Brian too, but you were talking about like, because I'm with Brian. Oh yeah,
because Brian, so she's also married.
I should probably wear my ring. It's in there.
She's married.
Oh, married.
She's married to my old roommate from Afghanistan.
Hello.
So, yeah, we'll go through that quick story real quick.
It's a good one. I love that story. I think it's so funny.
So I was already married. We were having our wedding.
Yeah.
and she had added, I am now divorced. She had added
just oodles of people.
It was a ninth person.
Like, yeah.
It was a ninth bridesmaid.
Yeah.
And I was in the room with Brian.
I was already a bridesmaid because I'm sister-in-law.
Yeah.
It's unspoken rule, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I was already a bridesmaid.
And then we got a ninth one.
Yeah, that's just nuts.
I got the text. I literally got the text. And I looked up at Brian. I said, Brian, dude, I don't got a ninth person.
That's it. I just don't have any more
honestly,
friends.
I think Brian was the 8th person. And Dodd was the 9th person.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
I forgot.
I'm all out of people here.
Dodd was probably like,
I'll go halves on your suit, bro. Like, yeah, Dodd was like, dude, what? Like, we don't.
I mean,
we're not like that. Yeah. Like, I love you and all, but yeah.
Groomsman? Yeah.
So anyways, now you're married to
yeah.
my old roommate in Afghanistan, my old roommate in Tennessee as well.
Yeah, so I just, like, when people ask, I'm like, oh, here's a groomsman, I was a bridesmaid. Yay, fairy tale.
Yeah, fairy tale.
Now we're married.
Found love in a hopeless place.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Right.
Just fantastic.
Yeah. Best thing to come out of the wedding for sure.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good time.
I mean, the wedding was fun.
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of a waste of money, but it's a good time, though.
I'm sure I'll think that. I mean, Brian even says that
actually,
now.
you owe me. Yo.
Yeah, Brian even says that now. He's like, man, we just spent so much money. I'm like, yeah, but it was nice. It was it was good, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, gotta admit it a little bit.
Yeah, right? I mean, you don't want to take it back. I mean, I
hope. Please.
Yeah, right.
No, marriage is weird.
It is.
Because, like, before that, you don't really know. You got no idea.
No.
And then, I mean, well, you were 23?
24.
You're 24?
24, yeah. Yeah.
And life was just, like, changed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just like, and now everyone's like, oh, you're a wife? You're a married woman?
Yeah.
What's it like being married? Not the same it was before. Except now I have a guy here to kill the spiders.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
and I do remember Mark, our cousin, being like, yeah, I mean, he is a Debbie Downer, but he was like, I mean, you're engaged and it's so exciting because you're like, yay, I'm going to get married. And then you get married and it's like, well, now what? You know, it's just like, yay, like I'm married. You know, so it's just like not a whole lot changes, but everybody expects like this profound thing. Like everyone asks every time I see anybody, what's it like being married? What's it like being married now?
Shit,
and it's like,
dude.
I was, you know, like I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, no, nothing really changes.
No.
You just realize, well, now I got no out.
Yeah.
I have
the rest of my life.
I have to do this.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't think that way. Brian does.
Yeah.
But a lot of people nowadays, I mean, it's just like a piece of paper.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that.
Which is weird as hell.
It is weird because it's like, and what about it? Like, if that makes me feel better, that makes me feel better. If I want a piece of paper, I'll get a piece of paper.
Yeah,
and I got it. You know? I don't know.
I guess so.
But some people are like, oh, there's so much significance. But like,
it's not that much significance.
Right. I mean, you know, that's why a lot of people are like, it's just a piece of paper. You know.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's like two sides.
I mean, that's why courtroom weddings are a thing, or not,
right?
Or whatever you call it, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Show up.
If I say courtyard,
I mean,
like
I
prison.
did. Yeah. I did the same thing. I showed up, signed a piece of paper. Yeah. All right, we're married.
Yeah, right.
But that's a scam the military pulls. I can't believe they pull that scam.
They're pretty good with that. Yeah.
No, it's like 70% of military marriages are divorced.
I don't doubt that for a second.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You double my pay.
Well, Brian, deal. I'll sign that paper.
Sign me the hell up.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Luckily, Brian was already in for like a good chunk of time. Not only was Brian in a good chunk of time, so he like wasn't gonna fall into the trap, but also, I don't know anything. Like I'm very oblivious to all the Army anything. So like a lot of women are like searching for those benefits. You know, like.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Obviously.
obviously,
I
I
mean,
know. Yeah,
not
uh-huh.
saying any names, but a lot, but a lot of people are just looking for the benefits. But I don't know anything about that. Like I just found out. Like, oh,
Oh, you're
I
like,
could go to physical therapy
yeah,
for free.
like
Like,
shit.
yeah. So,
Cool plus.
yeah.
So that's what it's like being married.
Right.
Free physical therapy.
Yeah. Dentist still costs money though. That sucks.
Yeah. No, they get you with that. They still get me with that. If you're not 100%, you get no dental.
None.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
gotta
get
pay
any
for
dental.
dental. That's
Yeah.
like the only thing I
got
pay
nothing.
for.
Yeah.
Dang. And then I went and got dental work, and it was still like $400.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
was like,
what's up with them.
whoa.
I think they're kind of a scam.
They gotta be a
Yeah,
scam.
no,
I mean, they were like, hey, they looked at my mouth once and were like, you got 2 root canals. I was like, shoot. Well, you're the professionals.
Yeah, all right. Here's my money, I guess.
Right. I mean, I guess do it.
What
Yeah.
else am I supposed to say? You
Yeah.
just told me I need 2 roots.
Yeah, right. My teeth
Yeah,
are
so
gonna
kind of
rot.
a scam.
Yeah. Yeah. Either that or your, teeth just fall out. So
Yeah, I guess so.
fear mongering, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah, good word.
Thank you.
Good word, good word. Now to get into Polly Pockets, how was growing
I
up?
was trying to get into pockets.
No, because
Who's getting them all?
all right, let's lay out how I grew up.
Yeah.
Because what I saw,
No, we've heard your story. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm just
we're
kidding.
sick of it. No, because how I grew up was, I did see myself as the middle child.
Oh,
I mean, you had your own room, so there was us two and
I
two
was a
brothers.
girl.
Yeah,
We're both middle childs.
Both?
That's the problem.
yeah, but you're the only girl,
Right. And that's what negated
and I
it.
knew that at like age 12.
Yeah.
I was like,
Not
"Ah,
even before
fuck."
that, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
come on.
I was screwed. But I saw, yeah. So it was us 3 homies in one room. I saw I was the middle child because I would pick on Jimmy, and then Banj would beat me up, and then I can't pick on Banj, so now I'm just screwed.
Yeah, shoot.
And then I kind of just saw it as, I mean, we're both very fortunate. With
Oh, yeah.
parents, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And then that was really it. I knew I was the oddball. I
That's fair.
just knew I was. I don't know
Yeah.
what told me.
I wonder if we all thought that, though.
did you think that?
I only thought, well, I thought that I just, like, wasn't good at anything. Like, as bad as that
you kinda
sounds.
weren't.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
not anything.
like,
yeah, I see.
I just wasn't like you guys had the sports. You guys had
Right.
like the big,
I would never
the big
crochet,
friend
though.
groups. You guys had that. I was like, what am I good at except school? So that's why I like dove into school, dove into education. 'Cause I was
Yeah,
like,
I
this
mean-
is what I'm good at.
I didn't
Yeah.
dive into it. I was
No.
good at it. That's how I separated myself from being Jimmy brothers.
Yeah. I feel
was
like
like,
Jimmy
alright,
was always like me.
I'm better than them at school.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was cool.
Got big noggin.
But even like the first thing I was better than Banj at
Yeah.
was math.
Oh yeah, man. He
And
struggled. He struggled with reading too.
And I tutored him in math.
Oh wow.
And then mom came to me and was like, you don't tell anybody about this.
You keep your
And I didn't
lips
realize
shut.
this till like a year and a half ago, where I was like, wait a minute. The first thing I was ever good at, she told me not to tell me. Like, what the fuck?
Wait a minute.
That was the only thing I realized that I was just better than him at.
Yeah.
And then I got a computer at 13
Oh yeah.
and realized, all right, so I got something he doesn't give a shit about.
No.
But Dad always told me to make money off of it, and I never did. That was a mistake.
Yeah, I guess.
That was the one thing I had,
Yeah.
was I was a computer guy.
See, and me, I was just like, school.
Yeah, nothing, huh?
School, I guess. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then it wasn't until like, because I was like, I'm good at school, but the boys are all going to school. We're all doing school, like what's
Yeah.
so great. It wasn't until like the ACT scores. Like you got your
yeah,
ACT.
you motherfucker.
Yeah. Bam got his ACT, Jimmy got his, and I was like, I did beat them, didn't I?
I got like a 17 in reading.
Shoot.
That was horrible. No, reading was my worst. But
Yeah.
math, I got like a 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I mean, my highest were like the reading and writing, but math was next. Science, I was never that great at,
Yeah.
which probably hurts Dad a little bit. But
Yeah.
but I don't know. That cat, bro.
Wonder if he's in the frame.
I hope
Poseidon!
so. That's a big boy.
Hey! Quit licking your nuts.
He's busy. Leave him alone.
Come here, handsome.
He's a tail.
That dude. Crazy ass cat.
That's a good boy. Wow.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
fella.
It's
No, yeah, I never talked to Jimmy and Banj about how we grew up, though. I will say
right.
that. So
Right.
it's
That's
always
why
just
I'm like,
how
I wonder if Jimmy thought growing up, like, man, I'm the odd one out, or if Banj thought, man, I'm the odd one out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you thought you were the odd one
Right.
out.
Because I'm
So
like,
did
man,
we
they all got this, but I just have this. You know.
I
So
don't think
wonder-
Banj thought that.
Probably not. I could see Jimmy thinking it for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
Banj
Banj
probably
thought
not.
that. I mean, maybe he did.
I don't know
Banj.
if he like cared enough.
Paging all Banjas.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
Wee wee wee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he.
That was really it. You just were like, I'm not good at things, huh?
Yeah. Well, like. 'Cause
Other
I
than
did,
that, though?
I did softball for like a second. Like I did t-ball, and then I moved on to softball. And the reason I quit, I told Mom the reason I quit, which is like a whole running joke, was because I don't like to sweat. So now that's a whole thing. Everybody thinks I quit
Okay.
because I don't like to sweat. The real reason I quit was because I had a game, but like right before the game, the entire family was chilling. Like we're all chilling in the living room. We were all talking. We were all in the dining room, and I was like, I don't want to break this up. Like I don't want to like have to get up and go.
Huh.
And yeah, that was the reason I quit. I was like, I don't want to go. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't want to break up our great wholesome family moment of everybody getting along, everyone talking. We're all
Having a
just
good
having a
time.
good time. I didn't want to break it up, so I was like, you know what? Actually, I quit. And I could have just skipped the game, but I just quit altogether.
No, you were just done with it.
Yeah.
Is that why you quit everything else, soccer and all that too, or no?
Soccer? I quit because
Because that was after soccer.
yeah. No, softball was like one of the first ones I remember. And then I did soccer for a while. I quit soccer because they were like, hey, next year you're going to play with boys. And I was like, absolutely not. I was like, I'm like 4 foot. Like, I was very small for my age. Are you crazy?
No, not.
Small and like stick thin. I was like, I'm not playing with boys, you
Well,
crazy.
you're going to play with the boys. How about no?
They were knock me down.
That's going to be a
bro.
no
That
for
was-
me, dog.
Yeah, I was like, that's nuts. I'm not doing that.
Huh.
Cheer, I quit. I liked cheer, I did, but they didn't let me go to a competition because of my image. It didn't like fit the image that they wanted.
Because they were all black?
Yes,
Ah. Huh.
in like blank terms, yeah. So I remember that I went to a practice once, and then Mom was driving me home. We were getting in the car, and like the coach came and talked to her, and said that like I wasn't to go, and that was
What
why.
mom? Do you remember what mom
Oh,
did?
Mom freaked out,
Yeah.
and she was like, "You're not cheering anymore." Got in the car, was like, "That's it," you know. And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Mom's mad, I'm mad," you know. So I was like, "All right, sounds good. I'm not
Yeah,
cheering
fuck
anymore."
you.
Yeah.
Never cared anyway.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I quit that.
Huh.
Yeah.
What else? You did
I did everything.
ballerina?
Yeah, I did like just normal dance. I don't remember why I quit that, honestly. I did gymnastics for a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, man.
Yeah. You did try it all.
I did.
Yeah.
I fit better in the stands. Cheering people
I belong
on.
in the
I
stands.
belong here saying, yay,
Alright.
go team. You know, I'm better at yelling at people
Mhm.
than I am
Aren't we
doing
all?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, look at all the dudes. All they do is yell at fucking football. Why would you do that? It's like, dude,
Exactly.
dude can't court
exactly. And I
throw 10
really
yards.
did like pride myself on like knowing the rules and like knowing what to yell at
Yeah.
and stuff for like hockey especially.
I mean, yeah.
But like being a girl, back in the day, I was like, I know the rules,
Yeah,
when I
that's
actually sat down and started watching it. And not
that's
running.
offsides, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. No, because I remember the only thing I really remember was soccer. You had that girl that was just way better than everybody.
She was huge.
She's like, yeah, she was
Oh my
messy
God.
on the field.
At my age, she
Yeah.
looked like she was 6 foot.
Yeah, I
6
wonder
foot,
what.
200
Yeah, I wonder
pounds.
what she was.
Yeah, she was huge. I was literally like 4 foot. So this girl was huge, knocking people over.
Scoring
I don't
every
know.
goal.
Oh, I think her name was Dominica.
Dominica,
That
yeah.
was her name. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she was a cool girl. I mean, she
Huh.
was really nice to me all the time. Didn't knock me over. We're on the team. Yeah, I don't know. But I do think, like, what could have come from it? Like, what if I did keep going? Like, I don't know.
What, you would play at high school and that's it?
Right. That's
You
why
know,
it's like,
yeah.
who cares?
Huh.
I don't know.
Give you something to do other than coursework?
Yeah, that's all I did. Coursework and read. And some crafty things, I guess.
High School Musical?
I will,
No, because
I will die for High School Musical. I
Yeah.
listened to it this morning, getting ready.
Not really. Did
Yeah.
you? Huh,
I love it.
I love it.
I do. It's just such a comfort. The second one for sure, the best. But it's just
I
such
remember
a
you
like,
saying that, yeah.
oh God.
No, because
hands
I would
down.
remember. I don't remember Jimmy or Bands really playing with you that much, but I used to play
Yeah.
Polly Pockets and Bratz
Yeah, and Barbies and stuff.
and Barbies, yeah.
Yeah.
I ripped the head off them motherfuckers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Mom getting so mad,
I paid.
yelling at y'all for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, shoot, do I tell her I did it too? I'm gonna let them take this one. She goes smashing things. It's like, like I said, I did.
Yeah, no, all them. I didn't do nothing.
I'm innocent, man. Swinging from my fan. It wasn't even me. It wasn't even me. I don't know when they did that.
I don't know how we did that.
Man.
We did that as kids. We hooked up Barbies to the fan ceiling
See how fast
and just let it rip.
it's just so ridiculous. Oh, golly.
That is good stuff.
Yeah, that was a mess. I don't know. Good time though.
Yeah, no, I loved playing those games.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that or Xbox or go outside.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know how it really ever really started either.
Mm.
So yeah, sure. Yeah, think of me at
Well, I
age
did
like
have
8.
some like the army guy, GI Joes.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
I did
was
have a
thinking,
few of
like,
those.
At age 8, I
Yeah.
just waltz in your room and go,
Yeah. Hey, I'm
"Wanna play
playing.
Polly Pocket?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm playing.
Let me get in on that.
Yeah, come on. Looks fun.
Yeah.
No, didn't look fun.
Oh, I had
Was
such,
fun though.
I had such a collection too.
Yeah, no, we had it all.
Oh yeah.
Did you thought that too? You were like, man, I got it all.
I don't know if I really thought that growing. I never like wanted something and couldn't get it. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like I wasn't like wanting for things. Like I
Yeah,
got
me
things.
neither.
Christmases were always great.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, there wasn't much that I really wanted.
Right.
I had everything.
Right.
Growing up though, I think I did believe we had it all.
Yeah. And our birthdays line up to where it's like if I don't get it for my birthday, I could get it for Christmas. Like
Yeah, that's so awesome. I want
Yeah,
to time
it's
that
like
for
a
my
good-
kids too.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
6 months from Christmas.
yeah, yeah. My friend's birthday is Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah,
I
no, that
couldn't
stinks. Oh,
imagine. Yeah. That'd
April.
suck.
April's where it's at.
Yeah. That's a good time. I don't know.
Yeah, we really did have everything
Yeah.
that we wanted.
Right.
Do you think that was a curse?
No. No, because I think we look back and we're like, wow, we had that, and other people didn't.
Yeah, that's
So I don't. I think it would be a curse if now we were like, how come I can't get everything I want? But we're not like that. I think Mom and Dad instilled like the work ethic
Mm.
of like I gotta work to get what I want.
What I
Not
want,
I just
yeah.
should have it Someone
Yeah.
should give it to me.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes I think I'm like, man, we had everything.
Yeah.
I wish I had less,
No.
and I wish mom and dad had money for themselves.
Well, now they do. Empty nesters. They
Yeah,
got.
no,
They
they
do whatever
just-
they want.
No, they hang out.
Yeah. I'm party this weekend.
Huh?
Gonna party this weekend, mom and dad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're finna party. Florida's the perfect place for them.
It is, yeah. That's why I was like, they're never leaving.
No.
I always tell everybody, I'm like, I can't see myself going back to Florida and living there. Like, I feel like I've lived there enough. I've done my time. I've
feel
lived
like
there
that.
long enough.
Yeah.
I'm good to go elsewhere. The only downside is that everyone's here now.
Yeah.
But for them, it's ideal. Perfect.
Yeah,
got
no,
everything they
I see
want.
that like after my bachelor's, that's what I think about. It's like, man, I could go anywhere for my master's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But then it's, splitting up the gang.
Right. And that's the only real downside. Especially since, like, everybody's
Shout
down
out to
here.
America, though, for that.
What, being able to get your master's wherever?
Really being able to go wherever, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Being able to pick up and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's within your means, you can really do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I mean,
You really do whatever you want.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
America rules.
yeah, for
America
sure.
rules.
For sure. Brother.
Hands down. What about friend groups? Like, did you feel like you had a
didn't
good
have any.
friend group at all, ever?
No,
Not me neither.
no. I mean,
I
had
did.
all, like, the hockey sisters, you know.
Okay.
But we were all, like, different ages. Like, there's me and
Mm-hmm.
Kayla were the same, but then the next two were the same, and the next two were the same. But it was, like, younger, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then once we started growing up, it's like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know, hanging out with these, like, young kids. Like, I'm in high school now, and they're, like, in 8th grade, 7th grade, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what am I doing? And then it was just, like, I don't know, we had different interests, and, I mean, that mom sucked anyway. but
Yeah, no, she was
So-
brutal.
yeah, I mean, it was fun when we were kids, but then once we started growing up, I was like, what am I doing? And then I just didn't. I never felt like I fit in Chicago at all.
How about the move to Florida? You felt like you fit in, or?
Once I moved to Florida, I was like, why do I care to make friends? I was like, I got junior, senior year, and then I'm in college. I'm not gonna. I didn't put in any effort to make any friends.
Man.
I
See,
just
'cause-
told mom because she was like, "Oh, Jimmy doesn't want to walk for college," and I was like, "Honestly, I probably wouldn't have walked for high school if you didn't want me to." I mean, because there was like no one really I cared about in high school,
Yeah.
and like if it was, because their classes were different than in Chicago. They were younger than me, so they weren't graduating with me anyway. Like especially the math, like math in Chicago would be junior, but here they switched the order, so it's actually sophomore. So it's like different ages, so we're not graduating together anyway. So it was like, I don't know. It wasn't until I started working that I like actually made friends.
Ah.
Yeah,
What, dude?
same.
What's up, handsome?
I hear ya.
Just yells at me. It's
Yeah.
my cat, Poseidon. He's the boss. No,
Poseidon.
see, I thought of it all as kind of just biting the bullet for the family, because it was you, and if we didn't move when we moved,
Oh,
you would have been a senior. Then Jimmy would have been going into high school alone. And I
yeah.
was like, you know what? Let's just move. I don't really care.
Yeah. There was nothing really holding me to Chicago. Like
It's
at
the
all.
same thing here too, though, for me now.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
Like Kayla was
26.
moving within the next like year,
Hmm.
so I was like, "What? Well, it's like my only actual friend.
Yeah.
What's keeping me here? You
I
know?
didn't have any real actual. I
Yeah.
had computer friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then they died off anyway, so it didn't really matter. I think that's part of the reason I went to the army too.
Yeah.
If I had a good friend group, I wouldn't have left.
Yeah. I can't imagine then how it was for Banj, because he did have a good friend group.
Yeah, no, I mean
was
it was
done, though.
brutal for him.
Yeah.
You could see it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We all know
Oh, it was
that.
brutal. Friends matter, huh?
I guess.
definitely influence your decision.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, depending on what it is. Yeah, no, I do talk to Kayla about everything.
You what?
Talk to Kayla about everything. She helps me justify things.
Oh, about just justifying your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I
that's
crazy?
nice.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm mad
Hey, is
at
Brian
Brian for
fucked up?
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I crazy for thinking this? She always is like, no,
Nah,
you're totally saying.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem with going to your friends.
Yeah,
or your
it
family. Like I go to you
Well,
guys.
I mean, we're pretty good with being like, I could see where he would think this
Yeah,
or
okay.
whatever, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
don't
No,
know.
that's why I try not to bring too much to Mom.
Oh yeah,
It's like Mom's. She's gonna take my side 100% of the time.
yeah.
It's like Mom.
That's my kid, of
Yeah.
course. That's my kid.
Yeah. No, she's
Don't
gonna
blame
take.
her. I'll probably be the same way.
Yeah. No, I don't.
It's my child. Are you
Yeah.
crazy? I don't care.
Yeah. But, yeah. Everyone else can chew glass.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
Right. A cat.
Yeah, he just hangs out.
Yeah, that's a little boy. What a guy. What a guy.
He's the home.
He is, yeah.
Growing up though, were you ever like, man, I'm the only girl that stinks?
No.
No.
No, not for a second.
Really? That's nice.
Yeah, it is. And everybody would say that. Oh,
Yeah.
it's gotta suck.
Yeah. No, that's what. Yeah.
You gotta hate that, just having boys. No, not for a second. For real, yeah. I don't know. I can't imagine have had a sister. I can't.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
It doesn't.
I
It
don't-
really doesn't.
I don't-
In which I'm just like praying that when I start having kids, that it's gonna be very boy centered.
What?
I don't
Yeah,
know
it
if it
says
will.
it's genetic.
Yeah, and
So,
I think
like,
about it,
we've
and I'm
had
like,
more
with
boys.
with Dad, you know, he was 2 kids, and they're both boys, and then his brother, you know, he had 4 boys, 1 girl. Mom is 1 girl with 2 boys. We're 3 boys, 1 girl.
Yeah, we
Brian
got
is
good looking. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
2
I mean,
and 1.
Yeah, 2 boys and a girl. So it's like, we should be okay, but
Should be okay.
yeah. Brian is just concerned about us having twins. It's like, let me get twins. You know, it's like whatever.
Yeah. Oops.
Exactly.
But
Right.
it's gonna happen on the flip.
Yeah, what are you
Well,
gonna
then
do?
You got 5.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's what I tell him.
So
Yeah.
shit happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Twins would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be fun.
I'd be in for twins.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it'd definitely be more taxing, more tiring, more, everything.
Yeah, I mean,
But I think it'd be like a blast.
you got 2 babies instead of 1.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
kind of wild, but
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it's not our first kid.
yeah, you're gonna have 2 babies anyways.
Yeah.
Not
right.
that close, but at some
But
point.
they'll be pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, I want ours to be pretty close for sure.
Yeah, that was the cool thing about growing up too.
Yeah. Yeah. Even with the cousins too, we're all like two.
Yeah, cousins were a little earlier. They're a little older, but
Yeah, but if
Now
you
it
think about like
doesn't matter.
band, not really. Like
yeah, that's true.
they're only like a year older,
Yeah,
so it's like not even.
that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Huh. I never really thought about that.
Yeah. Who cares? Just
All right.
start popping babies out.
So military mind.
Yeah. I don't know a whole lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're just on the outside looking in, which
Right.
is good because that's what a lot of people need.
Oh, cool.
It's the outside looking in.
Heard.
Because to me, even after getting out, you were home when I moved home,
Yeah.
and I felt like I was a crazy person.
I mean, I guess I don't think I'd call it crazy, but like whose standards, you know?
Ah, nitty gritty.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I guess it was different.
Oddball.
Sure.
Yeah, outcast
Just
for sure.
a different oddball than before you thought you were before, or just a consistent oddball.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, because to me, it wasn't just military. I just got divorced.
Yeah, right. There was a whole lot coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys prepare at all? Like, did the family, mom was like, all right, Trevor's moving home. Like,
I don't think so.
did you guys think of anything about it? No?
Not that I
Then I
recall.
moved home and you guys were like, who is this guy?
No. I
Who the
don't
fuck is that guy?
think. Yeah, who's this?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Not that I really know.
Hmm.
I wasn't home, was I?
When I moved home, I think you were, yeah. For like, yeah, because I moved you out.
Yeah.
I moved you out of, oh Lord, out of, yeah, just making sure it's out. Moved you home out of,
No, I know that, but I mean, I thought you meant like in the house.
yeah,
You
I
just
mean,
meant
you
in
weren't
general.
home all the time. What do you mean?
Like we weren't living in the house at the same time.
At mom's?
Yeah.
Yes, we were. I moved you out of mom's to go to Brian's. I moved you out of there.
Yeah, that's true.
So we were there for a little bit.
Okay.
So you were like, all right, he's moving back home. Oh, shit.
At that point. No, I don't think so. I don't think any of us like thought that.
Yeah.
Because again, like what you were talking about earlier, like we're so young in the grand scheme of things. Like
Yeah.
if you have to move back home, you have to move back home. Like,
Yeah, that's
and with
true.
mom and dad, doors are open, so who cares?
Yeah.
Like if I had to move back home, I could, and I don't think anyone would be like,
Yeah.
"Dang, that's crazy. She moved back home." You know?
Yeah.
I think they'd just be like, "Oh, she needed to come home, so she came home," and that's it.
That's true.
Yeah.
What about living with everybody? Did you, like, there was no, like, oh, this guy.
No,
Sick of
I
what he
think
does.
the only thing was when you would be smoking. That was the only thing that caused a little bit of a riff.
Because of mom or because of you?
No, because of mom. I mean, you didn't.
I was
Do it, like, at
alone. Like, I
home.
kept it mostly alone. That doesn't really matter.
No, but it was worrisome to mom.
Ah.
To where
Okay.
she was like, "God, why does he need to do that? You know, like
Yeah.
there must be something going on. He must be sad. He must be,
s-
you know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
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 And
Hello.
there was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Wake
No,
up.
but like she would just read like into it.
She didn't
Where
read
I'm
enough.
like, with me,
At
I'm
some point
like,
she did.
they'll need his space to do his thing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna like pry. If he wants to tell me about it, he'll tell me about it, and you would. So it's like, you know, if we were like chilling outside, you're like, hey, and then you just
Yeah,
talk.
the problem was I did tell mom and dad about it. And they didn't really, not care. They didn't really understand it. That's why I'm asking. It's like,
Well, because I think
It's hard
it's
to
just like
understand
more
it.
of a foreign concept to them, like the whole
Smoking or-
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's like not as it's like way more normalized now than it was. I
yeah,
think,
that's true.
when they were growing up.
Yeah, no, like after this, I'd probably drive. Like I could drive to the smoke shop and literally pick up a blunt or a joint or anything, and that's it. Pay $7,
Dang.
and I'm home and I have weed with nothing but a license.
That's what I'm saying. It's they're everywhere. Every time I come home, I feel like there's more shops opening up, more cannabis
That's
shops.
Pasco County,
Yeah,
baby.
I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
golly.
No, I picked some up on the way up to, up to where you guys are, Alabama, I think. Or no, right after I did on the way to Kevin, up to
Oh,
Tennessee.
to Tennessee?
Yeah. You can just buy it.
I don't like.
I don't
It's
know if that's
definitely
good or
more
bad.
prevalent down here
Oh,
than
yeah.
in Alabama.
I mean, there's a million more people.
I mean, in
here.
Alabama, I barely see anyone smoking like a cigarette. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you barely see people.
That's also true. I'm surely at home a lot. Hey man, why am I here? Intervention to get me to go see people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I keep up the physical therapy appointments because it gets me out of the house.
Yeah.
It gets me to have normal human interactions.
What about when I was going in? You were still kind of young. I mean, you what?
When you were
Just
going to the
graduated?
military?
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
just graduated high
I
school.
was just about to.
So
yeah.
what did you're like, gosh, And while I was gone, because while I was gone, I kept seeing like you guys at Disney or you guys at wherever. I'm like, shit, I'm missing that.
Yeah, and
Did
that
you
sucks.
guys? Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's just That's
Yeah.
just family.
Right.
Right.
Like if we go to like tomorrow, like we're going to Daytona.
Yeah, you'd be like, damn, I
and-
wish everyone was seeing
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just like,
So
oh,
that
shit.
wasn't nothing new. Well, it was new. I was
At
kind of
that
the
point,
new
it
one.
was new.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
the new
you were
one.
like, besides
That
when
was the
Banj
weird
went,
part. Yeah.
when Banj went to juniors.
Yeah,
Besides
Wyoming,
that,
yeah.
of him being gone, that was like the first time. Someone,
Yeah.
and this was like, we all thought it was like way more serious. You know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's in the face of danger every day. You know, like we're like, you know.
Did you actually like think that? You're like, damn, he could die.
In the beginning, when we were like, oh, he's going to the military, like that's scary.
Yeah.
You know, and then like.
And now you're married to Brian.
I'm married,
and
and
you're
I'm like, he's
"Fuck."
home by 9. I'm like, I'm working all day. And he's home.
Military is a scam.
Yeah. I'm like, well, man, that's just crazy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like to see the people who are in, like you and your buddies when I'd visit Tennessee.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
these are the guys. They're
The
protecting my
ones, like,
freedom.
It's like Bosa banging his head against the wall.
Yeah.
Toop, toop. Like, dude, stop. No.
No,
Like,
I don't
and
know.
you just look.
Yeah.
He's protecting
I'm
our
like,
whole
this is
country.
the man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you look-
exactly. I'm like, oh, huh.
Which is funny because if I were in, we would have no idea. So
Yeah.
and only
Yeah.
but it's only 1% of the U.S. population goes in. So really,
Wow, I didn't know
how
that.
many people really know?
Yeah, what it's like.
What the?
What was that?
This thing fell off.
Oh my god, you flew it across
That-
the room.
Where'd it go?
I don't know, I heard it over there.
Yeah, it was way over
Shoot.
there. Should I even look for this thing? I don't think so. Whatever, we'll find out.
Ah, it'll be found. I mean, it
No,
sounded like
'cause-
it hit the ground, not the carpet.
Yeah, without me going in, we would have had no idea. No one would have
No,
known.
that you guys are all just fools.
Yeah, a bunch of idiots.
Just give y'all guns
hanging
and
out.
call it. I'm like, did they get trained for
Yeah,
this?
yep,
Or they
pass
just, like-
base training, good to go.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it, good to
I
go.
was like, golly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think now it's a little bit more serious, like with what Brian's doing. I'm like, oh, like this is like for real. Like this is like
Ye-
more dangerous for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And I didn't even think about it until one of my students last year, when I said what Brian was doing, they were like, aren't you scared? And I was like,
Fuck, no, I
oh my
am.
God, should I be? I was like, I shouldn't be scared.
And they're like 10 years old.
yeah, like 13, 14. And I was like, oh, shoot. I should be scared, huh?
Yeah.
We're like, not even married yet. I'm like, man, well, too late now.
Yeah.
We're in it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
But do you see? I don't know how you could, because now you're almost, that's all you really know is the military, where you're at now, where you're living now in your life now. Because you live on post,
Yeah. we do.
boyfriend or husband is military.
Husband.
Like that's kind of all you really know. So.
Yeah and no. I mean, because it is like,
But you see the difference then,
yeah.
like
I guess.
between military fella and not.
You mean just like a human? Like
Yeah,
someone in the
exactly.
military and someone not in the military?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah. It is a shock coming from like living on post and then coming to visit down here, you know? Like you live on
Yeah.
post and you see everybody like running around with like their baby carriages and their dogs, or they're just like going for a run
Their
in
PT
90
belts
degrees.
on.
Yeah. 90-degree weather, they're still working out, doing it, getting after it. And I come home and there's like homeless people. And I'm like, ah! You know, you're like, whoop! Spooky. Yeah. I mean, it's different. I mean, I didn't really think about it. Even in like where we're at in Alabama, it's kind of just like middle of nowhere. So there's like 3 towns. And there's, I don't know, it is interesting, I guess. Just way less people. I come here and I'm like, yeah, there's so many people out.
Do you see like for me, if I look at Brian, I'm like, that's a military fella.
I think anyone thinks that was right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah. We went to, man, where were we? Texas Roadhouse. We went to a Texas Roadhouse a
That's
few
the
weeks
goat.
ago. Yeah, it was pretty decent. And this guy, which like we're in a military town. We were out 40 minutes away, but still, it's still like military, the whole place. But this older guy came up and asked if Brian was military, and Brian was like, "Oh yeah," and he was like, "Oh, thank you for your service." And Brian was like, "Oh, and he's like, "I still don't know what to say to that." And I was like, "Yeah,
Found
just
out
say okay."
the answer is,
I mean,
you're worth it.
oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
He's like,
yeah,
no, you're worth it.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
And then, like, we were leaving, we were ready to pay our bill. Man paid our bill. Our whole Texas Roadhouse bill.
Oh wow.
They ain't cheap.
Not bad, man.
Yeah, that's never happened to me before. I don't think it's ever happened to Brian before.
Oh, you're a military spouse? Oh,
I am a
I got
military
you.
spouse. I know.
I got. No,
I
that
served
happened.
too.
No, that happened to us. We went to lunch while I was in the military. We went to lunch 30 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
In Tennessee at Chick-fil-A. And there was an older couple that just paid it.
They also cost a pretty penny.
Chick-fil-A, that ain't cheap. Yeah, no. And I was like, huh. Don't really know what to say.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
That's nice
luckily we saw him before they left because they were like getting ready to leave. But we saw them. We were like, wow, we were like really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And he was like, no, thank you.
Yeah. Classic.
But yeah, it was pretty cool.
Because it's like to the average military folk, because to me it was like, this is just my job. Like, I got nothing better to do. Brian's got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Like, this is just what I do, bro. Like,
yeah. That's
thank
what
you.
Brian
well,
says all the
I
time too. He's like,
wake
it's
up
just
and
my
do
job.
it. Yeah, like I just wake up and do it.
I just go to work like everyone else.
Yeah.
And
It's
I'm like, oh, okay.
Except I have to like ask and make sure I can go to the Bahamas if I want to.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I remember difference. Brian was like, "Hey, I'm not getting married in my like uniform, the dress blues or whatever."
And you're like, "What the fuck?"
No, I was like, I don't care. I was like, I didn't even consider that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But a lot of people do. A lot of people do think about. He's like, I'm not taking pictures in it. I'm not doing it. This is just my job. That's like showing up in your uniform for your wedding.
Like a girl
like,
in scrubs.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, right. He's like, I'm not doing it. And I was like, I don't want you to do that.
I said no to that shit too.
Yeah, I was like, they're cool and all, I guess, but like,
no, yeah, good looking,
for ceremonies,
nice, clean,
for graduations, like your ceremonies from graduations. That's not like for our wedding.
Yeah, no, dude, be a human.
Yeah.
And you see that more. That's why Special Operations was awesome.
Yeah.
Because it was just human. I was talking Mr. E. I would just be like, yo, Mr. E.
Yeah.
And that's just what it was.
Yeah.
And that was mostly because he was older than me.
Yeah.
Just an older. I'm gonna call him Mister.
That's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was neat.
Like that.
He was like
that
one
was
of the
cool
only
thing.
people that I've met of like Brian's friends or people he works with that like actually also talk to me. Like we went to dinner with him. You would not believe the amount of people that like solely talk to Brian. Like don't even look my way. Like you know how you're talking, but you look at the other person, Like you're like, I'm kind of talking to both of you. I'm not, but I am.
But I'm talking to him.
Right. But they don't. Like they are like locked in on the one person. So I just feel like I'm just like there. That was like the only person that was like, oh, so you do this, right? And like he like actually remembered things about me. He was talking to me. Yeah, it was like really cool. One of the only people.
He's a goat.
Yeah.
That guy's awesome.
I was like, wow, I'm indebted to this man.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, exactly.
No, say, thank you. Thank you for your service.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, he's always been awesome.
Yeah, he was a neat guy. Apparently, he used to live there. And he used to live there when all the like good food places were around. Because Brian kept hearing, he was like, yeah, you're going to get there and there's going to be all these like little mom and pops and they're all so good. You just got to try them all. And we get there and there's like none.
The Mexican joint I had was nice.
What was
me,
that?
him, and Q.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. That is good. We've had that.
Yeah.
But apparently a lot of them closed down because of the COVID.
You just got us demonetized.
Oh, shoot.
I don't make money.
They closed down because of a disease.
COVID. I just said COVID.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, COVID.
Yeah, well, they just said like you can't get off base like at all.
Yeah, how was that adjustment? Going to on base all the time.
It was really annoying. I mean, it's kind of annoying, but it was really annoying when I still had to get a visitor pass. Like I had to go once a month to the visitor center, get a visitor pass. And if I didn't have like the paper on me, like they could just scan my ID and that was fine. But if their scanners were broke and I didn't have the paper on me, they're like, oh, tough luck, like sorry, you know. But now that we're married, it's easier. But it is like, it's just an inconvenience, just a slight inconvenience to like have to check somebody.
I'm just trying to go home.
Like I just want to keep driving,
Yeah.
but I gotta stop, listen to you say welcome home, and then I can go. No. I asked Brian, I was like, why do they do that? He's like, I'm pretty sure they like legally have to. I was like,
say what? Welcome home.
Welcome home, yeah. Like they're like required to say welcome home when we get back. It's like, why do they all say that? He's like, they have to. I was like, that. Well, now I'm uncomfortable. Yeah. You go home. It's like, it's weird. Yeah. I hate
you met military spouses yet?
A few. Yeah.
How are they?
The one was fine. I don't know. I haven't met a whole lot of them. I met the one because they were like having a pool party, whatever. But I don't think that they're doing that well. But they have like 3 kids, dogs. But it's just, I don't know. I guess Brian would, through the first half, he was like, thank you so much for like being you, just like not freaking out about me having to spend so much time studying and going to the library and blah 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 blah, and just like not like, you know, freaking out.
You're pretty good at just hanging out.
Thank you.
That's what you did all kind of growing up.
Just chill.
Yeah, just
that's what I'm
hang
saying.
out.
I wasn't good at anything, so just chill out.
No. If you're not good, just hang out.
Yeah. No, but like there are. Because she's not the only one. Brian would tell me all the time that there are other like spouses and girlfriends that are like, you don't spend enough time at home. You don't spend enough time with me. You're always doing this. You're always studying.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. And I was like, I'm just chilling. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
You got time, dude. I will watch a movie or something.
Yeah,
but shit,
yeah, exactly.
You ain't got time.
I mean, we eat dinner together still. You know, we watch like an episode or whatever, and then you go and do your thing, and that's fine. Like, it just is what it is.
Occupy yourself.
Yeah, I mean.
I think a lot of men would kill for that, literally. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's different because we don't have children. Like, maybe if I had children, I'd be like, I'm drowning. Can you help me with the children? You know, kind of deal.
That's true.
But without any, like, what we got it.
I got blamed. I was always gone.
That's kind of crazy. You're like, well, it's not really like an option, to be honest with you. You should be thanking me for my service.
You're welcome.
Right.
Shit.
What you should have said was thank you for going there.
Yeah, and you're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, maybe it'd be different once we move again. But.
Yeah, I probably will.
I don't know. And it helped too that, like, with this, we're so close to here. And he's so good with being like, yeah, go. Like, I'll stay here, you go.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, okay.
Top tier gentleman.
Yeah, for sure.
Top tier gentleman.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you nervous moving up to a military town? At all? Like, what were you thinking? You're like, fuck, I married him now.
Being married, I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy.
I gotta like move in with him.
Yeah, because we hadn't done
that. But the military
yet.
didn't. You
like,
were more concerned
me?
about moving in with him than being a part of the military.
I guess, because I think that everybody thinks that the military is way more serious than it is. Like, to be honest, I'm like, you'd think that they'd have it together.
Well, I mean, it's a veteran's problem too. Like, when you get out, like when I got out, I'm like, fuck, I can't do the military anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
I mean,
they don't give a fuck.
No, they don't. No one cares.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
I don't know. And like with pushing dates around and like, we might do this, we might not. And it's just like, you would just think that they'd have it together a little bit more. They'd be more like concrete. Be like, hey, you're graduating this day.
Yeah.
But we're like, we still don't know. And it's going to be in like, what, like 5 weeks he's supposed to? So it's like, we still don't know.
That's the worst part.
Yeah. So that's what kind of drives me more insane. And it is annoying to have to be like, hey, I'm calling because I want to make an appointment for an optometrist. And they're like, okay, well, you have to come in. We'll check you out. And then we'll get you a referral. And then you can go and do it, you know?
But it's free, so it's hard to
But
complain.
it's free, yeah. So it's like, well, you know, it is what it is.
Okay.
Give and take, I guess.
But when you first moved from Florida over to him, you weren't thinking like, oh, shit.
No, I was thinking more of like, wow, this is my first time being out of the house.
Okay.
And like, how am I, because I don't think I have, it's my trigger word is useless. So I don't think I have very many like skills.
Right.
I'm like, man, what can I do? Like, he does the cooking, he does the shopping, like I can clean, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I was working, but then I quit. So I'm like, man, I'm just useless.
Yeah, I'm
like,
just hanging
what
out.
am I doing? You know? So I think I was more concerned about like, I don't know.
What'd you do to counteract that?
Being useless.
Yeah. No, not like, oh, I learned how to crochet. Like, what did you do in your own mind to be like, all right, I'm not useless anymore? What I did this today, so I'm not useless anymore.
This episode is sponsored by Honor Guard Coffee. Steven, the owner, came on our show. The link will be down below. He's an incredible man. He was a Marine vet, faced a fair bit of suicide ideation himself, so he decided to start a coffee company to help with that. His whole mission is to pair every veteran in need with a service animal, so 25% of the profits are donated to doing so. I don't have a service animal. I have two great buddies with service animals, and they help them tremendously with everything they've witnessed and been through within the military. So I support Steven's mission. He supports ours. We align so well that I just had to get him on, had to have him as a sponsor. Each different coffee bean is a different service animal that actually served. So I think that's just a pretty neat thing to be doing. It's everybody loves dogs. I love dogs. Everybody loves dogs. And to pair that with saving veteran lives and coffee, I am extremely thankful to have Steven as a sponsor and Honor Guard Coffee as a sponsor. So go ahead and check out the link below. Get yourself some Honor Guard Coffee, honorguardcoffee.com. We appreciate your support, and let's move back to the episode, back to the mission of Saving 22.
Cried a lot. No.
You're like, I cried. I'm not useless anymore.
Exactly. No, I would make it a point to like, I tried to clean every week. Where I was like, okay, Mondays are gonna be my like, I'm sweeping, I'm mopping, I'm like scrubbing, like.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, at least you can come home and everything's clean.
And then he cleans anyway.
No, I mean,
okay, good.
the only thing would be like his laundry. Like he does his laundry, and I remember his mom came to visit and was like, she was joking, but she was like, hey Diane, you do his laundry? I was like, no.
Yeah, no chance,
I was like, what
lady.
do I look like doing his laundry?
Yeah.
Like, are you crazy? But then like, even mom was like, oh my God, like that's kind of crazy. And I was like, what am I doing his laundry for? Like if he asked me, hey, can you throw it in? Yeah, okay. But like, I don't know.
Right, Riley just did, I don't know what she did. She did a load of something. And I heard it going, and then she transferred it over. I'm like, are you doing laundry right now?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm all in.
Comfortable. Yeah, I mean, do your thing.
I'm all
Yeah.
in.
I don't know. But it was also a lot of like talking to Brian and being like, hey, Brian, I feel useless. And him having to be like, you're not. You know?
What were you useful for in his eyes? Do you know?
It's a lot of him being like, you're a great support system.
Yeah, that's
like
what a woman is.
Like you're keeping me here. Like work is stressful. I come home, and like you're here. You know, like it's good, like you're good. You know, that kind of stuff, and just I don't know, very sappy, but
yeah, no,
but
there's something more to it
like
than this.
you keep me like grounded. You keep me like I don't know, sane and all that kind of jazz. Where it was like you do things for me that like aren't like actually physically doing things, but it's like you're here.
And that I think that's like, what a woman's supposed to. Yeah. No, that's
it's like okay.
That's all a woman really needs to do, like.
Which is cool.
Like, because
like
there's some things that women can't do that men can do.
Mm-hmm.
Most things that women can do, men can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I tried to crochet, I could figure it out.
Oh yeah.
If I tried to,
there's actually I saw a guy who he was a veteran and he started crocheting to like help with his PTSD.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's not many things that you can do, I can't.
Yeah.
There's not many, but there are many things Brian can do, you can't.
Yeah.
So a woman's job is to just hang out. Like
Yeah.
it's like,
and
I
always
couldn't
feel
imagine coming to terms with that. I'm a dude, so I don't know. But for someone to like someone walking in the door and be like, oh, thank God you're home. Like,
yeah.
what'd you do? And I'll be like, well,
Nothing.
fucking hung out.
Yeah, he'll be like, what'd you get into today? That's his
Right.
phrase. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I read.
Yeah.
I
Read some
crocheted
books,
a little.
crocheted.
Yeah. And he's like,
Watched
oh.
Survivor a couple
Right.
episodes.
And he's like, oh, nice. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you're
Really?
not like upset? Like I wasn't
was
productive.
kind of upset.
Yeah, I felt counterproductive. Yeah, and it was like a huge thing too because I was like, oh man, I was home all day and I didn't do the dishes or whatever, or like I hear him like loading them into the dishwasher, and I'm like, oh shoot, he does not care less. He just doesn't care. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I meant to do it, or I'm like, oh no, I can get it, leave it, just leave it, I'll do it, and he's like, I don't care, you know?
Yeah.
Because in my head I'm like, oh, I should have done those, you know?
Well, that's
like,
how we were raised too.
It is. I'm like, oh man, should have done it, should have been done, or I gotta go do those, because he was gone. But like he just doesn't think of it like that at all, which I'm still coming to terms with.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's my chore, but
Yeah.
but he just doesn't, like, he doesn't care. Even before, like, I left and there were dishes in the sink. I meant to do dishes before I left to come here. I just ran out of time. And I was like, I'm really sorry I didn't do them. I really meant to, but I was running behind. Blah, 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 blah. And he was like, I don't care. Yeah, he was like, he made a joke. He's like, they'll be sitting here when you get back. But but he like has no problem. And he
So that was new to get into. How was that transition from? I mean, you just said you were still messing with it, but that from how growing up was. Like, growing up, did you? I mean, I thought that too. Like, Dad pulls in the driveway. I'm like,
oh shoot, that didn't
like I'm
mow the lawn.
I'm
you know?
sprinting the fastest quarter mile to that trash can. Like,
yeah.
bro, I'm in there.
I'm gonna get there.
But there was, I mean, I guess a little bit like you, Mom, Grandma, girls did the dishes.
Yeah.
Girls swept. Girls vacuumed.
Dusted.
Like, I vacuumed a bit, but
yeah.
Like, was there any transition there? You were just like, good to go. I'll just read, hang out.
Like, keep doing dishes, I guess.
Yeah. Like,
well, I mean, he knows.
And actually, to add on to that, the future, because the future seems to be, it's going to be similar, especially if you have kids.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to be doing. Do you have any plan to cope with that in the future or anything like that? Like, do you
mean
see
like
that? You're
do
like,
more?
No, like, you're going to be with the kids all day.
Yeah.
He's going to be at work.
Yeah, we've actually talked about that. I mean, we'll have to see, but we're like, will it be cheaper for me to stay home than to send the kids to daycare?
Not just cheaper, your kids are going to be your kids.
Yeah,
like, it's not
and I
gonna be
told
some
him that too. I
daycare
was
kid.
like, if it's like a minuscule distant, like, difference between me working and not working, like, I'm gonna watch my kids.
And obviously
like,
right now, like,
crazy.
you guys don't need the money.
No, yeah, and that's
And
what
you never
we were
will.
just talking about it. He was like, I mean, we just proved that, like, we can do it without you working. He's like, yeah, it's a little bit of a strain, but like, we've been doing it. So, and I was working. I was just only bringing in, you know, like, baby amounts of money.
Yeah.
But it was enough for me to get, like, you know, my coffee once a week or my
Once a
stuff.
week, yeah.
It was once a week. I've changed. I've changed. Listen to me. Once I stopped making big girl money, I was like, this is little stay-at-home girl money. and I started using my Nespresso machine again. Oh, yeah. But then I'm like, a little treat on Sunday. And I go and get my coffee. Yeah, but I don't know. So he's like,
But
well,
making
we can
that
obviously do
difference
it.
into just chilling at the crib.
Yeah, and it's different because, like, but then I think about it because he, again, like, he gets home some days so early, like, because I was sub teaching, and I'd be like just getting there. I'm like, I got here 7:45, and he's like, I'm home for the day. I was like, oh.
AMs?
Yeah, well, because he gets there at like 5, but.
Oh, if you
He's
can't
like,
fly, you can't
Yeah, he
fly.
was like, I'm home. And I was like,
Yeah.
There was one time I was literally getting in my car to go to school, and he pulled in the drive. He's like, that's it, I'm home. I was like, Yeah, so then I don't feel like as bad because I'm like, okay, well, we're both home a considerable amount of time. It's really just when we're like, we both are like, honestly, this place is a little messy.
Yeah.
And then we both clean. But he knows I hate vacuuming, so he vacuums. And I'll do dishes and I'll mop and I'll do like the other
What
things.
does he do when he's home? I mean, I could probably ask him, but
Nap.
he just hangs out.
And he takes a nap, fat nap.
Yeah.
He does a lot of studying.
I love naps.
Yeah,
naps are my new favorite thing.
Yeah, no, he took a fat nap yesterday. He was like, I was so restless because I napped for too long.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get a good night's sleep. But yeah, I don't know. He studies. He does study. He says
Now,
once he gets more time, he's gonna work on the truck, but that won't be until we move.
Newer truck too. No.
Yeah, but it's got all kinds of problems.
Damn.
It was new but used. And
I haven't talked to him in a while about it, which is awesome for me because I haven't talked to him in a while. I know everything about him.
Yeah.
And it could be opposite. I could talk to him for a while and not talk to you, and I know everything what's going on.
Oh yeah.
I mean, people always talk like, "Oh, your best friend." Like,
I know.
and I was like, "Dude, like I don't know who else who would you choose?
Yeah.
Pick one dude out the hangar that's better than this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, there's 300 people in here. Point to them,
Yeah.
and I'll lead them to my
let me
sister."
know.
And they could not pick one. There's no way. It's
Yeah.
just the perfect fella. Does not care about much. Just living life. Like,
I always call him a simple farmer boy.
oh, he
And he
is.
was like, "That's offensive."
No, it's not. That's what
And
he
I was
is.
like, "You are." I mean,
Yeah.
what?
Offensive
You are.
or not, dude, who cares? That's
You're a
what you
simple
are.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
Be what you are.
yeah. Embrace it.
Yeah.
He is. I mean, I don't know. It don't take much.
No, for either one of you, that's a good setup to have.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting that you there wasn't too much pressure on going into the military.
No.
Even now, there's not much. I have no idea.
No,
but
because I've always
it's
been.
a lot different for a man to marry a woman to like, oh, I'm going into the military marrying a woman. But for a
Yeah,
woman,
I guess that is true.
like if
yeah.
if most of my viewers are males in the military, it's like,
Yeah.
all right, to get into the girl mind, it's
Yeah.
like you didn't give a shit.
I think no. I think I was just gonna say actually that I think I've been very like go with the flow with a lot of things. That I was just like, I mean, and like, what else am I gonna do? Just not do it?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, the other
I
option
mean,
is what?
What? Just not get married? Like, I don't know. I mean, which it was the same with like the wedding too.
Yeah, what
just
day
like-
you want it on?
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
we chose it because that's when he got a 4-day.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
I thought
we
that was
chose.
hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's the fucking military.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it's-
I mean, that's when he can get a weekend.
we got
So-
4 days.
Yeah, exactly. So crammed it all into that little weekend, but it was great. I mean, and we got our like little treehouse cabin thing afterwards. Like it was fine. Yeah. Drove home the next day. He was back to work.
Yeah.
Tuesday. So
But you
I
don't.
don't know.
Do you resent the military at all? You're like, damn,
um,
these assholes. We can't do nothing without them approving of it.
no, because that's just any job.
Yeah.
Any job you go.
Yeah.
to,
No. The
and
more
I
I'm
can't-
talking to you, I'm like, man, no. Like now that I think about it, the military is any
If
other
anything,
job.
I think it's great because, like,
They're
at
planning.
being a teacher, if I get a 4-day, he gets a 4-day.
Oh, that is true.
So it's the same. Yeah, I would.
Same.
I would resent it if it's like if I get the days off, but he doesn't, and I'm like, oh, well, now I have these days, or vice versa. He gets the days off, and I don't. I got to work all weekend, but he gets these 4-day weekends.
Yeah.
But I think maybe because my, occupation, it's
Big word.
I went to college. I read books. But I think because it correlated like that it's fine.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah. It worked out really well when we were long distance. Because then it was like sick. You got more time? Great.
Oh, then
I
you
got
get
this
to
time
go up
too.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, touch on that long distance for a little.
For a long
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Like long distance.
3 years.
That's. I mean, if you were like
Yeah.
Trevor, why did your relationship not work? I would say that.
Really?
I would say, yeah.
Interesting.
Like,
Interesting.
why did your marriage fall through? I would say that. If I was
Yeah.
home, I would be able to be like, no. Like, what are you?
Yeah.
the fuck? No. No. Who's
Yeah.
this guy? No.
I don't know. I think Man,
I mean,
it's so interesting because, like, for me and Brian, like, I didn't think of it as being hard. But you talk to anybody, and they're like, "Oh, long distance is so hard."
I would never do it
I don't
again.
know how
No,
you
I
do
tell
it.
Bench.
That's what I'm
I said,
saying.
Bench, bro,
you know?
don't do long distance. There's no reason to.
I just don't think. I don't know. I think that we both knew, like, we met, and I think that we both knew, like, yeah, I could see this person for the long haul. You know, so like we worked for it. Maybe we like tried. Like,
I would describe that as love. That I would think. I think that's what love at first sight means.
I said that. I was like, "Was it love at first sight?" We were just talking about it.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah."
I think
and
that's
I was like,
what
"Yeah,
that
me
means.
too." So, I'm so glad you said that because same.
Yeah, that's how I would describe it. So I'll do what it takes.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was. I think also part of it might have been because like I didn't really have like actual legit relationships before that. And this was somebody that was like talking to me every day, making me feel good pretty much every day, that I was like, okay. Because I used to joke, I'm like, anyone who gives me attention, like, we're good.
Yeah, no, that's how I always do.
Yeah, I was like, just give me attention. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm in.
I love attention.
Yeah,
so,
great shit.
Yeah. So I was like, anyone who gives me attention. But like he was, but it was also like good attention. It wasn't like, I don't know, like just whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it was him being genuine, him being like, you know, and Kayla in her bridesmaid speech was like, you texted me like a week after meeting him. It was like, you're going to marry this. I said, I'm going to marry this man. Here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, long distance it's not cut out for everybody.
It's not.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, my biggest problem right now is thinking I'm not good enough for that attention. So even if it's genuine.
Yeah, and that was my problem in the beginning.
Yeah.
That
So even
Kayla
if
had
it's
to talk
genuine,
me out of it a
like
lot.
Riley would be like, "Oh, like, very proud of you," or like, "This is so cool to have you sitting here doing like working while I'm cooking." It's like, to me, it's just like, all right,
Just
you're
doing
making
my
some
thing.
shit up.
Yeah, you're making
This
something
don't-
out of nothing.
Yeah, this.
Yeah,
nah,
yeah.
So it's like getting that extra attention. Cause to me, I'm just like I go to school, and I do my podcast.
Yeah.
Like those.
What am I doing? What else do I do?
Yeah. So when I'm not doing those, it's like, all right, I'm a loser.
Yeah.
Like
right.
that's just
Like,
how
man.
it feels. Like whether I am or not, that's just
Yeah.
how it feels.
Yeah.
I'm a loser. What did I do? What did I do today?
We did nothing.
Yeah,
we
no.
see, we
Yeah.
both did nothing.
So we're both losers.
Yeah.
No. So it was.
Shoot.
I woke up, played video games, went to the gym, almost died.
Hey, you went to the gym.
Played
Oh,
more
oops.
video games, and then you showed up, and that was it. Like, and I have not played video games in a long time.
Yeah.
Like,
We
I
play almost
deleted all of
once
it.
a week.
Do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
we play on the weekends.
I might. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean John's thinking about getting his Xbox from his mom's, so
Yeah.
it might end up turning into something. I think he's actually playing on my computer right now.
Oh.
Yeah, like dude, if you want it, just feel free.
Go for it, man.
I don't use it for what I built the computer for. I don't use it.
Yeah,
For.
right, yeah.
But yeah, it was like I'm not. This is too good to be true. I've been dealing with this.
Yeah.
This has been my biggest dilemma recently.
Yeah.
It's been brought up a lot.
Yeah.
This is too good to be true.
I thought this again. I thought the same.
So
with
what'd you
Brian.
do to
like
get over
Kayla had to tell me, like, you deserve this. You know, like
Ah.
you deserve a guy that's gonna like
Yeah.
talk to you like a normal human being and give you this attention and call you beautiful and talk to you every day and just like this is good for you. Like stop trying to talk yourself out of it. Like this is normal. Like this is the best thing you can have, kind of deal. Like, and I was like, okay, well maybe she's on to something. Maybe she got something
is.
going.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah. Where I was like, you know what, maybe you're right. I don't know. We'll see. That was in the beginning where I was like, this can't be more than like a
Yeah, like what's up?
yeah. I didn't even think he would like text me the next day.
Have you guys talked about that? Why did he? Did he say anything? Is he?
I don't. So Because I did ask him, I was like, why did you choose me of all those bridesmaids? Like,
Right.
there were like three different
there were some hoes
bridesmaids
up
trying
there.
to get at
Yeah.
you. Yeah, you gave them all piggyback rides, all this stuff. I was like,
Motherfucker.
yeah, exactly. I still give a shit about it. So I was like, why did you choose me? And he was like, you seem like you were like just genuine and not, I mean, it sounds bad, but not a whore, you know? He's like, the other girls there seem like they're just there to have fun and they're just there to do whatever and blah, 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 you know? And just be like a fling kind of deal.
And he don't care much for that. Yeah.
No, he don't.
No, never have.
Again, he's like looking for someone to like have a future with, you know? He wasn't getting any younger. He was like 25.
Yeah.
Like,
no, that's how I feel. I'm like, shit, I'm 26.
yeah.
But men have a lot more time. Like
They do.
I'll be fine until fucking De Niro
yeah.
just had a kid at 80.
Oh, yeah. That's
Like, I got time, bro.
That
Like, I got plenty of time. But she does not.
No.
And the bigger the gap, I mean, I see it as just such, like, what, 6 years, 5.5 years between me and her now.
Yeah.
It's like, I gotta. This is the first time in my life where I thought to myself, like, I have to lead. Like, I have to
Yeah.
help her out to help both of us out.
Yeah.
Just in everyday stuff, like all around. But she has to understand that I know more. Like, yeah, you may have been through some things, but you got to come to terms with the fact that I do know more.
I think it depends. I don't know. Because I can admit when Brian does know more.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, when it comes to finances, when it comes to all that paperwork, all that, I'm like, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, you?
But but it pisses me off when
That
he like
knows?
corrects me about something that like I do know about. Where I'm like, how could you do that? How could you say that when I'm right and you are incorrect?
Oh, what? I'm gonna ask you for some major advice here.
Oh shoot, I don't got a whole lot.
Because if you do think about it, you're 25 now.
Yeah.
There are military wives who are 29, 20, 21, 22.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Is there any advice you would give to them for being a military wife? Like, what would you tell them that they're getting into?
To just come at peace with themselves. You know, be comfortable with yourself. Be secure with yourself.
Okay.
Like, I think that was a huge part too with it, us being long distance, is that I didn't like need to have Brian.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I didn't need to have him talking to me all the time. I didn't need to have him like supporting me all the time. Like, obviously I want him there all of the time.
Yeah.
But like, I'm comfortable in myself to do my own thing.
And that's the same that goes, like, when starting to live with him and on post and all that. Just like
exactly.
be your own person.
It's like you meet so many people that are so like codependent and have to have their partner and have to go everywhere with their partner, and it's like, what are we doing? You know, like, do your thing.
Would you say you learned that from our parents? Did you learn that from them?
Probably, yeah. Now that I'm thinking back on it,
Yeah.
because mom would let dad, like, you know, go off and do his thing, but it takes like.
I was thinking the opposite. They don't do that enough.
Yeah. Oh, that they don't do it?
Yeah, that they don't do it enough.
Now they do.
I think they don't want to. I think they both
yeah.
can. They just don't want to. So I think.
Well, they're each other's best friends.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So they're. But mom has come and visited me numerous times without dad, and she said the same thing.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about coming to visit once we move, with you guys and stuff, and she was like, "Well, I don't know if I'd be able to go that week or whatever," but. He was like, okay, well, like, you cool if I go? She's like, well, yeah, because I'm going to go without you. So, like, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, obviously, because then when I can get my vacation, I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I think maybe it took time for them to, like, get to that spot.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the time would just pass up. Because, like, right now I'm like, you could be great. But there's just so many things we have to run into and so many difficult conversations we have to have before then.
Hey, sometimes they're hard.
And there's no, the way I see it, there's no avoiding it. There will never be a way of avoiding it.
You have to.
So it's like you choose one person and you just go all in.
Yeah.
And if you don't go all in, you may as well just leave.
Shoot.
So just So you choose this one person, and you're like, all right, what do I have to do to fit in with this one person? Because for me, I never fit in anywhere.
I didn't feel like I ever fit in either.
Ever. No, I never felt like I found my place.
It was until like BAM. Like I started working there, and I was like,
you're like, maybe I am pansexual.
No, they're all shades over there, man. They're all over the spectrum. Golly, no, no. But I was like, man, these people, like, they think I'm funny. I'm like good at what I'm doing. Like, I'm the life of the party here. I feel like I'm doing.
I think Jimmy just found that in hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't say I ever really fit in until the podcast. Yeah. I knew my role in the Army. I had a role. I was the guy that light up the room.
Right,
like,
exactly.
I knew I was the guy that smiled and made everyone else smile.
I feel like we're all like that, but we didn't
in the family.
know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, we had no idea.
No.
I don't know why. We are clearly the funny family.
Were. Oh, obviously. I mean, come on, you know.
I mean, look at us.
I'm humble about it, though. I mean, no, but we always assumed that you were, like, you know, the happy-go-lucky guy, you know. But then, like, I started going.
You did.
Yeah.
You just breezed over that. Like, breezed.
Oh, I just thought you knew.
No.
Yeah, we always. I think that's why it was. Here we go again. Switching it up.
Yeah.
But I think that's why it was like such a shock when you came back and got out of the military, because we knew you.
Happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, we knew you as like the guy lighting up the room, the guy like, you know.
Yeah.
And like just always smiling, doing his thing, dancing, singing, all that jazz, and you just weren't. So we were like, shoot.
And that wasn't weed.
No.
Without weed, with weed, I was.
Yeah, no, that was
happy
before all that. Yeah. So. I don't know. I think that was the main thing that made us all like, whoa, he's different now.
Yeah.
You know? But, I mean, obviously you had all your traumas to go through.
Shit, hell, give me some time, Mama.
Right. Chill!
Yeah, shit.
Once I can smile, I'll get you to smile.
Yeah, for real. Like, let me smile first.
Yeah. But, yeah, it wasn't until, like, I started working at the nursing home and, like, people were laughing and stuff. And I was like, maybe I'm funny. Maybe I can't be.
I guess I can be a stand-up now.
Yeah, right. I could do this. And I was like, man, okay, cool. And then I was like, they make me feel like I'm funny. And then I get to BAM, like I quit there, get a BAM, and they're like, wow, she's great. So much energy. She's, you know. Mm-hmm. And I was like, huh, maybe it's just me. You know?
Yeah, I am this cool.
Wow, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. And then Jimmy told me too. He's like, yeah, I get to Culver's and people want to work with me, and like, I make people laugh, I make people smile. And like, so I'm like, oh, maybe we're all doing it. We just didn't know that we were all doing it.
Yeah, we were all doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because it wasn't like, there were some people that liked me, some people that disliked me in the military, but
I think people were just jealous of you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, not to sound
for the most part, it was. I mean, there were several people that did not like me when I showed up and liked me after.
Yeah.
And to me, there's a reason that happened.
Yeah.
Like, Kevin hated me.
I think I remember you saying that. I think I remember you telling me that.
He did not like me at all. Shoot. 19-year-old annoying kid that shows up thinking he knows shit. Like, Kevin's been to Afghanistan, been to Iraq. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. But yeah, he stuck around. I think after that I realized, I'm like, all right, so yeah, I'm the guy. What really made me realize it was going in when I was depressed and when I was going through everything. And I went in, and Brandon Nelson, he was like, dude, I knew something was up. Like I couldn't believe I was jealous. I was jealous of you.
I tried to tell you.
You would come in every day, so happy,
just doing your thing.
Just doing your thing, and I would think to myself, like,
what is this man on?
Like, not what's he on, but what is he doing I'm not?
Yeah.
Like, how is he so happy? How is he lighting up the room? And then when I started coming in when I was sad, they were like, damn, what happened to Trev? Mm-hmm. And it would be, Trev, what's up with you today? It's like, I got fucking divorced yesterday.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
just
know.
went to the lawyer.
Yeah, like, dude, I just got off the phone with the lawyer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I didn't really realize it until then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same at like the school when I was teaching last year. Where like I was just chilling, but then my teacher friends would be like, "Is something going on with you?" And I was like, "Oh my god."
Yes, sir.
I was like, I thought I hit it pretty well. And it was like when Brian couldn't talk to me for like 3 weeks. So I was like, on day 10. That was like we had talked every single day. Yeah, right, yelling at the kids.
Yeah.
We had talked every single day since we met.
Oh,
We talked every
and then he
single
left
day.
for 3 weeks.
And then and I was like, dang, that's kind of crazy. But I was just like living, you know? I just wasn't my like jumping around the room, cracking jokes kind of living, you know? I don't know.
It's like, what's wrong with you? Dude, I always got to be this person for you.
Right. Let me live.
Jeez, I just like, some days I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Someday.
Let me live my life. Yeah. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're like, man, that's like so boring for them. Like if I,
They're waiting on me.
yeah, if I'm not here, you know.
Yeah, what do y'all do?
What are we doing?
And that's what
Like,
people said before I left, and sometimes when I leave.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, you're gone. It's empty.
Yeah,
But we
boring.
know. Bussy
Yeah.
used to say it all the time. It's like, dude, I know when you're gone.
Yeah.
I don't even want you to go to a dental appointment.
Yeah.
I know when you're gone. I know when Trevor's not there. When you're not there, it's like it's just not as lighthearted. It's
Right.
not as funny.
Right.
Like so then it was like, all right, I got this role. And then when I hit my low, it's like, dude, I can't play this role anymore.
Can't do this.
Like, you guys are all counting on me, but
Let me breathe.
yeah. And it wasn't their fault, but
No, it's not.
I don't know what you could do in that situation.
I don't either. Just fake it till you make it.
Yeah, it's the Army's motto.
I think it's everyone's motto.
Shoot, my motto.
Yeah, exactly.
Got some sun today.
Yeah, you did. I don't think I did. Thank God. I was trying not to get burnt so bad.
Well, shoot. That was pretty good.
Oh,
It's like an hour and 20.
heard? Yeah, I don't know if you got anything else.
Just talk. I mean, do you? Just
Oh.
talking, hanging out.
Yeah, I was like, he's going to come, he's going to have all these questions. I'm going to have no answers.
Oh, no. I don't.
I was like, shoot.
I talked to a, they'll probably see it as the most recent podcast. But I was talking to him, and I was telling him, like, you know, like, I didn't expect anything out of this.
No, yeah.
And he's like, dude, what are you talking about? You should expect it. If you're not,
Yeah.
if you're not expecting the best episode ever, neither are your listeners.
Oh, that's a good point.
I was
Yeah.
like, shit.
Shoot.
Like,
Well, now
I
I
just started
put
low.
effort.
I think it had to have been the Army. Like, I just lowered
So
all expectations. Like, I'm not expecting
glad
nothing
Brian
from
met
nobody.
me.
Yeah,
With
like,
zero.
like I'm down here with my expectations. Like each episode,
Yeah.
it would be great if it went well. If it didn't, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, he made me. I just started lowering every expectation. Like, it goes well, good. If it doesn't, doesn't. If whatever happens, happens. Like, if they don't show up, they don't show up. It's just whatever. I just stopped expecting anything.
Yeah.
And because that episode was phenomenal. Like, mad introspection on your boy here. Like, he was helping me out.
Interesting.
Dennis, you. Like, if you could tie that in, everybody, go watch that episode. But yeah, it was like, man, I didn't really like expect nothing. Like,
Well, that's why I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? You know, like you talk to all these like important people.
yeah,
Just like,
which is funny because,
hey!
which is funny because I don't see, like, they are important, they are a little
Yeah.
bit, but I don't see them that way.
Which
So
is good.
The
I
more,
mean,
right, and the more you
yeah.
move into it, like when I first started, first 10
Yeah.
episodes, family, friends, all that,
Yeah.
and then I would get some people on. It's like, whoa, why does this guy want to talk to me? And it's, whoa.
Yeah.
And it's been like that since
Right.
episode 20.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, all right, this guy wants to talk to me.
Yeah.
This guy wants to come on my
Just
show.
a normal guy.
Right. It's
Yeah,
just, and
yeah.
now it's come to that normal guy. And that's what me and Mom were talking about it too, because
Yeah.
she had her higher boss come in and then his higher boss come in. And
Yeah.
he got nervous when the higher boss came in.
Oh.
That's when she realized, like, oh, this is just a normal guy.
Yeah.
And then this guy on the podcast was like, dude, so if you met the CEO of White Castle, what would you do?
Like,
well,
eat a burger.
Yeah, let me get a slider.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, I think I just shake her hand, be like, this is what I do. Like, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
He's like,
right.
dude, I would have ran to the bathroom. I would have been nervous. I'm like, well, yeah, I'd be nervous still.
Yeah, but you're going to do it.
But I would
like,
still
yeah.
figure out a way and be like, this is just a normal person. I'll be all right. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I would cope with it. But a lot of people, it's just, and that's funny. Like you see, like, oh, what's he? Like, this is such a production. Like that's kind of how you see it. It's like this is a production. Like how?
Well, it's just because I was like, man, like I was telling you, I was like, I'm gonna have to be like educated because I'm like, what if he asks? Like I should expect something. Like what if he asks certain questions about like what I do, like just whatever, like teaching.
It's
all
rarely.
this other stuff. And I
realize,
was like, man, I'm not gonna have those answers because
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I gotta look into this because what if on the off chance he does ask me, and.
No, I've realized through a lot of, really every episode, it's not about what the person does. Really,
Yeah, right.
Ever. There's
person.
rarely, if someone does something, then it's like, oh, I have that common interest. Let's talk about our normal lives. Because, I mean, the guy you watch, Methylene Blue guy.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. I'm like, look, dude, I could go look up everything about your brand. Like, I don't need to know about your brand. I don't need to know about the product.
That was a good one because it was more like relatable to me, and I think that's why I liked it.
Yeah,
because he talked about the OCD. He talked, and I was
right.
Like,
and this guy's,
wow.
I mean, this guy's selling hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
like that's a normal guy, and
Yeah.
that's what I want to show everybody else.
Yeah,
not
it's
like
just a man.
Like I'm never gonna not be normal. I'm still always a normal, like idiot.
Yeah.
In some terms, I don't like to call myself an idiot, but it's something like I'm still a normal, chilling idiot.
Right.
Like, it's nothing new, really. But
yeah,
I'm glad. And then when that happened, I don't know who I texted, but it was so cool to me to hear you be able to describe that to me. Because before that, I never knew anything about your OCD or nothing.
Oh, oops.
And then through me doing it was an hour and a half sit down with the guy.
Yeah,
I was
driving
able to
here.
understand. Yeah, and I was able to. I was like, so to me that was enough to keep doing it. It's like, oh, like you got that out of this.
Well, because it puts it out there. Like people don't realize like how.
No,
I mean, they
and
say
that's
the
why
word like debilitating, but like it can be. Like I've canceled things because of it. Like I'm just like so. Like stress and
which is why,
anxiety
to someone who doesn't think about it, I don't think about that type of stuff. I want to know what like the reason behind your action. That's why we just did the first episode with the bipolar guy. It's like, dude, what do I look for?
Yeah.
What does anybody look for?
Yeah.
Like that's somebody who's bipolar listening is gonna be like, oh.
Like now they know.
Thank you. Somebody gets it.
Which is why I listened to the one that I was telling you about the misophonia. Because I was like, man, they're going to be able to explain it to people who like don't know what it is. And now we feel heard.
Yeah.
Like now maybe, I mean, there's nothing you could do about it. Nothing that other people could do about it either. But like at least now they know, like they're conscious of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, maybe they'll.
No, it's a feel good. I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy to where a military guy goes like, here, Mom, like just, because I've done that multiple times with Mom. Like, Mom, just look at this video.
Yeah.
Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one.
Yeah.
Like, this is how I feel. Like, I can't describe it, but this guy figured it out.
Yeah.
That's what I want other people to do. Because this shit's hard to describe what's in your mind.
Well, yeah. But I also always thought that people did know. Like, I thought y'all just did know.
Oh,
that
no.
I had
Never
OCD.
knew.
Yeah.
No.
Not like, I mean, I don't want to sound like a
crazy OCD person.
Yeah, but also like a poser. Because people are like, you haven't been diagnosed.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. And I'm like, well, no.
Shit's still happening, though.
But can I not have this as well?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because
I ain't got the money to be diagnosed, though.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I mean, I don't know.
No.
It's been happening since I was 7. What can I tell you, you know?
7, huh?
I was just going to say, that's the only reason I used it. Yeah. And I don't know. It's a go-to. Yeah, I was driving home one day. Almost had like a freaking panic attack because it was just intense. Like, just like you can't stop. Like you just can't turn it off. Like the counting. Like I was leaving school and I'm like counting my steps to the car in numbers of 7, you know. Get to the car and I'm in the car and I'm like messing with the seat in numbers of 7, just counting up to 7 and then restarting and doing it again. And I was like, what is happening? What am I doing?
What are you doing?
And I got home and Brian's like, okay, you ready to go to the gym? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't. I was like, I feel like so like anxious. I just
Really?
I can't.
Huh.
Yeah. It was, I don't know, it was crazy. It is, I don't know, very odd.
Right.
I don't know. I just don't, sometimes I don't even think about it. But then sometimes I'm like, you did this too many times. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Stop counting. Stop counting.
No.
Like, that's
Yeah, I'll have to link that podcast now that we talked about it. Cause
Yeah.
that was a good one. It's been my family. I met him in person, actually.
Yeah,
like a
you
brief
told me.
moment.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But yeah.
You told me you were going to. Yeah.
He is, yeah, great dude. Methylene Blue guy. Put him in the link, of course, in the bio.
Yeah.
But you've been my greatest supporter out of
Oh my gosh.
everybody in the fam.
Stop it. Thank you.
So no, you stop it. No, it's felt incredible because,
Cool.
and people have always asked, like, are you guys closer than anyone else? I think we are closer than
Me and you?
Banj. Yeah, than Banj, me and Banj and me and Jimmy.
I always thought you and Banj, like, I thought that we were, and then I was like, maybe it is him and Banj, because you and Banj were, like, hanging out a lot more, and I was, by that time, moved.
No.
You know, so I was like,
No, I
"Eh."
think it's just in general understanding of each other.
Oh.
Like, I think, especially because now you're in, like, part of the military too, so
Yeah.
you have more of an understanding.
And
of
I
it,
think,
but-
not to, like, toot my own horn, but I think I'm very open-minded.
Yeah. Well,
To where-
Banj is too, but
That's
it's
good.
not a complete understanding. Like, it feels like
Yeah.
when I tell you something, you understand it.
I try
Banj,
to.
yeah, Banj, he may try to, but it doesn't seem like he fully does.
I got you.
So, like, you just understand it. But yeah, you've been by far the greatest supporter. And it's not to say that the fam completely isn't supporting me, but
No, yeah, I mean.
but it feels, yeah, every time. Like, I'll be live streaming, and in the corner I could see the ticker, and the thumb will come up from Facebook. I'm like, she's seen it.
Yeah.
Like, she must be on Facebook.
Every time I see it, I'm like,
Yeah, No, it feels good, and it's
Yeah.
That's
good.
That's why I'm glad I'm here, because it feels like I wasn't too supported over there. It was like, all right, dude, get a job type deal.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
And it's like, I can't knock him for that. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
get a fucking job, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I understand. Like, I understand. I should have gotten a job, but yeah, it definitely feels more like, I don't know. Just, I definitely appreciate the support. It means a lot.
Thank you. Yeah.
Listen to Joe Rogan. It took him 5 years to make money.
Wow. 5 years,
5
huh?
years. 2 years is when you finally hit your ground.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
understand, and that's what I did with the military.
Oh,
and everything.
yeah.
That's
And
why
you
I
like
kinda just,
rebranding and stuff?
switched everything up.
Yeah.
5 years, you make your money. And I'm never gonna stop. Like, I'll always just keep like this off the cuff. What else
Yeah.
would we have done? Watched a movie or
Right. Exactly. I mean, like I said, I didn't have any plans.
yeah. No, I got all the
What am I
tools to
doing?
do it. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
you've been the number one.
Thanks.
She was
Wow.
number one. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. I remember in basic too, just writing you letters
Mm-mm.
and doing that. And that was a good time too.
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh yeah, I'll take my time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take time out. You know, who knows if they like care. But I'm like, I'll write it out. You know. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
Even,
those
like,
basic letters were the best.
Oh, thank you.
Like,
got
not
'em.
just yours, just anybody's. Like, when you
Yeah.
heard your
Oh,
name,
yeah.
because they would call everybody's name. I think it was every day, but
Yeah.
if not every other, something like that. Everybody would be sitting there,
Yeah.
and they'd be calling your name,
Yeah.
and I didn't get my name called. I'd be like,
Dang.
I just want
They
to
hate me.
hear
Yeah.
what's going on back
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. That was an interesting time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basic
I
was
tried.
weird.
I do my best. Because it's not hard to do. You know, it's not hard to support people. It's not
No.
hard to. You know,
No, it's not.
like it's I don't know.
It's not, and that's why I almost feel like it's fake when I get the support. Like,
I hear you.
like Shorty's great at supporting me,
Yeah.
but it's like, all right, do you really, like, do you believe the mission?
Yeah. Right.
Like, do you believe?
Or are you
the
just
mission?
saying
I
that to
think
make me
she believes
feel
the
good?
mission, yeah.
You know.
But I think
Yeah.
it's in my mind to be like, oh, she's trying to make me feel good.
Right.
And I don't know where that came from. Or am
Yeah.
I right?
Mm.
Am I on guard
Yeah.
or am I right? And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
where like this is where my mind is mental gymnastics all day long. It's like
Yeah.
all day long for any dude with a girlfriend. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. I don't know. That is rough.
Yeah. It's like, do you
To have
really?
to like talk yourself out of it. You know?
Yeah. Or it's like, do you really support me? Like this
Yeah.
is why I never had this support before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you really just want to cook and clean? Like,
Yeah.
and she was like, no, Trevor. She just told me like, I enjoy cleaning. Like, I want to do your dishes.
Okay.
It's
I
like-
mean, her good girl.
Are you playing with me right now?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
you must
you
be
can
playing.
do 'em,
Yeah, like I ain't
but-
gonna like ain't nobody gonna stop
Yeah.
you
Right.
in this
I'm like,
whole
here
place.
you go.
Like,
But
yeah,
yeah.
but like yeah,
I mean, that is good though.
no. And that's why I'm like, is it too good to be true?
Yeah. Yeah. I could.
Maybe
see
it
that
is,
too.
maybe it isn't.
I don't know. Because again, I thought
I
the
don't
same thing
think it
about
is.
Brian.
Right?
It's
Right.
like, oh man, this is too good to be
Is that
true.
the warning sign? It's like, you
Yeah.
found the one.
Not to
It's too
say
good to
that
be
like
true.
he doesn't have flaws. We all got them. I got
Yeah.
them. I'm crazy, but but
Let's re-record a whole podcast.
yeah, right, yeah. Take
What
a
are my
whole another
flaws?
day for that one, brother. Yeah, I'm here for weeks. We got the time. Yeah, I don't know. It took a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want to wait. Not waste, but don't want to wait.
I think that's like the biggest problem with people like our age.
They don't want to wait.
They don't want to wait, but they don't want to like make it seem like it was all for nothing. Like they don't want to like I know somebody who's been with this guy for forever, but like they just don't seem like they're gonna be like a forever thing. But she's like, I don't want to leave him and break up with him because I've put in all this time. I don't want that to be a waste of time.
Yeah, that would stink.
It would,
I
but
wouldn't
it's
want it
like, do
either.
I want to waste the rest of my life with
Yeah.
somebody that, like, if you think about it, this is just a blip.
See, we were
This
just
is
talking.
a blink.
We were just talking about this on the first episode. Was
Yeah.
this dude was 11 years in? Like, dude, 9 more years, you could have retired.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but fucking 9. Like
Yeah.
9 more years is
Yeah.
a lot of years. Like this
It
isn't
is.
chump
Yeah.
change. Like this would change the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Who I'm with, my
Yeah.
girlfriend, will she like it? Family life at home, who I am at home. Like, yeah, pension
That
sounds
is
good,
true.
but
Yeah.
is the extra $2,000 a month worth another divorce?
Yeah.
Is it worth fucking paying custody? Great, I'll get pension. Now I gotta pay child support anyways because she was upset that I gotta
Yeah.
fucking stay in. Like, is there really like what's the
Yeah.
offset here?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I gotta get over the too good to be true. I don't know. Like, and I'll hear people say, "Dude, you deserve the best." Like random people, be
Yeah.
like, "Dude, thank you. Like you were awesome. Like you deserve greatness."
Yeah.
And I'll hear people, but I don't know why. I do believe it's true, but I believe it's true in my own hands. Like,
Yeah.
I will create my own greatness.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you can like wait for forever for the other shoe to drop, you know,
Yeah.
for it to like come crashing down,
Yeah.
or you could just
Enjoy
live.
the greatness.
Yeah, just have it.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
just-
Great way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just enjoy it. Like,
Yeah,
what
just
the fuck am
live
I
it.
waiting for? Yeah.
yeah. Because I don't know, maybe that's what I did with Brian. Because I did same with the long distance. I was like, man, this is gonna be so hard. Blah 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 blah. But like, it just wasn't. Like, if that's your person, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you're both like working for it, it's not hard.
No, it's not. I barely text her all day.
Right. I mean,
Maybe it's hard for her.
yeah, she's like,
It's
yeah,
like, fuck, when's
ripping
he
her
gonna
hair
text me?
out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, not to say that it's not hard. I mean, it is hard for a lot of people to
Yeah.
do it. But I even think about like all the flights and the traveling, and like never once did I think of it as like a waste of money. I'm like, man, I spent so much money doing that.
Mm,
But I think it was all worth it.
Hmm.
So, just
good way to put it.
yeah, just I don't know, living in it, and you can wait for it to happen, or you could just do it
Yeah.
Just
enjoy
live it.
now.
and hope it
It's a
doesn't
basic
happen. I
way,
guess. Yeah.
That's what I did with the first marriage. So.
Oh, maybe don't do that. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe we should switch it up this time. Yeah, I don't know. Just living. Yeah, I'd be like that.
Well, is there anything else? I gotta go to the bathroom. We
I
can
do too.
continue. I just gotta go to the bathroom.
I also have to go to the bathroom.
So you want to cut it?
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, then, thank you.
Oh.
This was a blast. Yeah.
Thank
you. Banj came on, but he used AirPods or something. I couldn't hear him, so I just didn't post it.
Shoot. Yeah.
I probably should have anyways, but we'll get him back on. But first family member, yeah.
Man, could you imagine having us all doing it?
I just want sitting here like Jimmy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, at some point when I get the money to
Golly.
get all the microphones and stuff.
No, that'd be so funny though. Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be so funny.
Yeah, it'll happen at some point,
Yeah.
I think.
We'd have to all be in one
'Cause-
spot.
Well, yeah, and no, we don't.
Oh yeah, I guess we do it.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
We could all just hop on the call.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, we should.
Because we're also
But yeah.
different.
Oh yeah, I've always felt like I was completely oddball outcast, not even close to the same as anybody.
Yeah.
Like I've completely felt, and even recent years, like you see my texts, like I just know that I am, like I am the problem child, and I accept it now. It's just whatever.
I don't know, but I think that
Who's this fucking
you're
guy?
you're coming into your own. You know, like things are falling into place.
And I'm completely different though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Things are falling into place in a completely different order than anyone in our family has.
yeah, but I think that's because we all thought like traditional route, and it's just not that way anymore.
Yeah,
like we think like high school, college.
Right.
But
Right.
it's just
That's
not
what mom and
that
dad
way.
thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
That's what they preached.
Right.
Right. And it's just not. I can make so much money.
But
on
even
it.
now, that like it's cool. Obviously, it's cool to like graduate high school and then go straight into college. That's what we did. But it's also like amazing for you to not have gone to college for so long and being like, you know what, I'm gonna go to college. You know, like
Yeah.
all these years later to be like, I'm gonna go and get a degree because it's
thought
not
about it.
traditional. It's not quote unquote normal.
Wow. Yeah. I never thought about that. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing to think
Yeah,
about.
you're welcome.
Oh,
yeah. You know, it takes a lot because a lot of people don't. A lot of people are like, oh,
I'll figure something out.
come back or
Yeah.
I'll take a gap year, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And they just don't go. They just don't go back. Or people just don't go at all. But so it takes a lot to be like, I'm going to go. I'm going to get a degree later, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I will be doctor.
Right.
That's a goal. Like I was the first military fellow. I will be the doctor.
That'd be pretty
the
neat.
Dr. Blazik. Yeah.
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 Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. But thank you so much. Handsome man's over there
Yeah.
hanging out.
Doing his thing.
Yeah, this was good times. I didn't expect it really.
Oh,
I,
thanks.
like
No, I'm just kidding.
I said, like I don't expect anything. I didn't expect you to want to do this. I don't know why. I just didn't expect you to want.
Well, and
I
that was a
expect where
huge
to
thing.
go.
That was a hurdle for me too, because I was like, man, if he wanted me on there, he'd ask me to be on there, right? Like,
No, like
so I
you
was like,
don't
how
wanna-
does it sound to be like,
Let me kill you.
hey, let me go on there?
Yeah,
You know?
and that's
So I
something I
was
got to
like,
get over too, because I got to ask other podcasters. To be like,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
I should.
So I was like, what could I
asked-
even have to say? You know, like, oh, whatever.
I'll
But I
figure
was like, I
something
think
out.
it'd be fun.
With a good host, you could figure it out.
Ah.
That's the thing. You got
Yeah.
with a good host, you'll be
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
figure
Just
everything.
gotta ask the right questions.
Right.
And have someone who like can't stop talking, like
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard. People don't like. Honestly, our first episode, Tristan, he didn't give too much, but
Yeah.
he answered the questions and he answered them honestly. So it was
Yeah.
like you could see in that episode, it was up to me to lead that
God,
conversation.
yeah,
There's some
yeah.
episodes like Dennis, like episode 2, he could talk.
Talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm fine either way. Like I'll lead it, I won't.
Yeah.
It don't matter to me. If you could talk about it, talk about it.
Yeah.
If you can't, I'll move on to something else.
Yeah.
But it's my job. Like I'm like someone told me
Yeah.
like this is your talent, dude. Like you need to
Just
be the talent.
speak.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you need to be the talent. You need to ask those questions, all that stuff. All this
Yeah.
stuff, editing, producing, all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
That's a different guy's job. You need to be focused on this. I'm like, well, dude, fucking, I don't got money for that.
Yeah, like,
so,
except I'm doing both of them.
yeah, I'm doing
So.
literally everything. Right now, so just made my own intro.
Yeah. Pew pew pew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I should say.
But all right, if there's nothing else, we'll end it here.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Peace out.
Oh, plug the Etsy store. Yeah.
Yeah, I
plug
do
it in.
have an Etsy of
Yeah.
crochet things.
Crochet Etsy.
Yeah.
The link will be down below.
Yes.
I'll put that in the beginning
Gives
of
me
the episode.
something to
And then welcome to the show, because that will be in the beginning of the episode.
do. Yay.
Yeah.
Go team.